Hi, it's Yajin with Gimme CrossFit in San Dimas, California, and today we're going to talk about the impact of habits on health, well-being, and also weight loss. Now, I want to start this out with a quote that basically says, people do not determine their futures, they decide their habits, and their habits determine their futures. And what that pretty much means is all the little decisions that we make from the moment that we wake up in the morning to when we fall asleep at night, all those little habits and behaviors add up and eventually become what our future will be like in the days, weeks, months, or years to come. Just as making the time to show up to a workout once a day is gonna lead you to feeling a lot more energetic and awake and active, not to mention healthy, starting to lose some more weight into the future, so will missing those workouts or choosing not to be physically active, that will reduce your energy. It'll put on a couple more pounds around the midsection. You're gonna really start to feel the difference into the months and years to come. So normally before we ever dive into the tactics, the strategies, what to eat, what to do during your workouts or your physical activities, I like to always take a step back and look at the habits, look at the behaviors, and make sure people understand that, look, there's a lot of programs out there. I think our program here is fantastic. I think there's a lot of other fitness programs out there that are fantastic as well. But I can guarantee when it comes to weight loss, you taking 20 or 30 minutes a day to do some sort of physical activity, if you go jog lightly, I'm not even saying like running, like as slow as you need and as quick as you're willing. 20 minutes a day for 30 days, you're gonna feel an entire world of different. You're gonna notice a couple pounds have slid off, because the point is not the tactic, right? It's the fact that you show up on a regular basis consistently and do it and do it and do it and do it over and over and over again. All these programs, if you kind of like strip it down to the basics, really what fitness is, what the fitness industry is trying to help people who might have fallen off the wagon or are new to fitness develop those habits and behaviors and show up and do them on a consistent basis. And that's what produces real lasting results. If you can build those lasting habits, you're gonna see results that stick with you for months and years to come. And I tell people a lot of the times, you can lose all the weight that you want by just doing jumping jacks. You literally can. You can lose pretty much all the weight that you want doing just about anything. However, what's most important, what's gonna determine whether or not you actually hit those goals of yours is, are you willing to show up on a day-to-day basis again and again and again, even when it feels hard sometimes? You might have not gotten that much sleep the night before, you might have had a rough day at work. Are you going to be willing to make the right choice and show up on a day-to-day basis, show up in your workouts, show up in your diet, what you're eating, what you're feeding yourself, show up in your behaviors, trying to make it, make the words slip my mind, but making sure that you wake up or go to sleep early enough so that you get enough sleep throughout the night, so that you don't wake up tired and groggy the next day and then miss your workout and then have a poor day at work. And those little things start to compile. The point is, focus on building and establishing those habits and then dive into the tactics, the strategies. So number one thing, if you're just getting started when it comes to weight loss and you're like, I'm not sure where to start, focus on habits and behaviors. Because once you get one thing down, the next thing comes a lot easier. What do I mean by that? So one thing that would help a lot of people out is if you just carved out 30 minutes to an hour a day and literally just got up and walked. Okay, this is the exact same thing as committing time into your schedule to work out. However, it's slightly different in the sense where if you are just getting started and you're telling yourself, I'm gonna start going to the gym 5 days a week for an hour a day, that's gonna be pretty rough. It's almost like, let's say you're starting out over here and you're trying to jump this high. You're probably gonna have a little trouble there. It looks really difficult in the head. And not only, from a mental standpoint, but also from a physical standpoint. If you haven't been training for a couple of months, I remember when I think I fell off for about a year, my first year in college, and I jumped right back into the gym working out 5, 6, 7 days a week. It was miserable. I would wake up, I would push myself hard, which was great, but I would wake up every day feeling sore from head to toe. That doesn't make it very easy for you to get back into the gym the next day when everything in your body is just hurting. So an easy way to overcome that is start slow. Not start slow, but start small. Okay, 30 minutes a day, 60 minutes a day, put it in your calendar, schedule a time before you go to work in the morning or after you get off of work in the evening. I usually recommend before, but we'll talk about that in a different video. And just go walk. Do a couple laps around the block, go a little further out if you're willing to do so. But you're gonna notice, after a week, 2 weeks, you've been walking, you've been consistent at it, you're gonna first of all feel a lot better, but all of a sudden it's like, hey, I've been walking for 30 minutes, for 60 minutes, maybe I can jog 5 minutes of this, 10 minutes of this, whatever it is, and slowly you'll start building on top of that. Next thing you know, you might be jogging for 30 minutes, it's been a month, 2 months pass, you're seeing great results, you're feeling a lot better, more energized, more awake throughout the day. Hey, let's try going to the gym. You're already making that 30 minutes a day, that 60 minutes a day. You're seeing results, you're feeling a lot better. Why not show up to something a little tougher and build off of that? Once you start showing up to the gym consistently, hey, maybe we can try eating a little better when it comes to diet now. You're gonna be a little more motivated at that point, and you'll have already built that consistent habit, and also your identity is gonna be a little more wrapped around, hey, I'm a healthy person. I do what a healthy person does. So pretty much my point with this video is really just to encourage you, if you're just getting started when it comes to weight loss, to focus on habits, focus on behaviors, start small, don't try to overwhelm yourself, and a really simple way that you can make this happen, like I said, make 30 minutes a day, 60 minutes a day, whatever you can fit into your schedule and whatever you're willing to commit to starting out, go out and walk. Light jog, very light. I'm not even telling you to run here. You can even fast walk. That would be, you would be surprised how intense of results you could see by just going on a fast walk or light jog for 30 minutes to an hour a day for 30 days straight. That should be a challenge, actually. But a real easy way to keep track of this, you can print like an online calendar for like 30 days or the current month that you're in and just mark it off each day. Did you do it? Cross it off, check it off, whatever you want, however you want to do that. But then also visually, this creates a streak and it turns it into a game. Once you have a streak going on, you're 5 days on, 6 days on, 7 days on, you're not gonna wanna break that streak. You're gonna wanna keep making time for it. You might miss it in the morning and it's like, hey, let's make this up before we go to bed at night because you don't want to break that streak. So, takeaway, if you're just getting started, don't worry so much about exactly what you're doing. Focus on establishing those habits and behaviors, showing up consistently, making it a regular part of your schedule, of your lifestyle, and then add on top of it from there. So I'm gonna challenge you here actually, since we pretty much came up with that challenge in these past couple of minutes, 30 days, 30 minutes a day, go out, fast walk, light jog, but show up, do it, put it into your schedule, print out a calendar, use a piece of paper, check it off day by day, shoot for 30 days, and I guarantee you, you're gonna feel amazing by the end of those 30 days if you're able to keep that up. So I hope that helps. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out down below, shoot us a message. Again, this is Jajan with Human CrossFit in San Dimas. Thank you for watching this video.